So I'm just waiting for someone. I've gone for an interview here, so while I'm here, just have a little mosey, have a little chat. And as always, no black wizard here in a Volvo Estate. And there certainly are those who've got plenty of egg on their geriatric faces. No Roy White and White Van Man, Christian B, Sandringham serial killer here. Black wizard, terrorist, issue, I really don't think so. And this is, obviously, this is Hoxton. In the past, they did do an Agatha Christie series in this area. Some of it was filmed in Hoxton, called The Moving Finger, all about a poison pen writer. Now, plenty of poison pens, all full of mad monster lies, bogus diagnosis. Again, they certainly have got plenty of eggs on their geriatric faces. Never a bad thing to mock the opposition. So no black wizard here in a Volvo Estate. Sandringham serial killer, terrorist, issue, I really don't think so. Simon Bailey don't cry, and his blonde host plainclothes lover. Not true detective. Don't know if he's coming back. And as always, like Pink says, when you're surrounded by big wig know-it-alls, knobs, dickheads, hags, liars and evil clowns, they'll certainly disappear before they come for me. And that's all they really do have is sip, zero, silch, nil, a whole lot of nothing. One big monster con, one big monster bluff, one big monster gaff, epic fail, porky pie, serial killer lie. Well, that one's got ET on it. Prince of Darkness, ET hybrid host, Red Dragons. Their High Royal Blue Crime, New Year's Day Fine, September Blue Murder, certainly not mine. You can see Burst and Mill, Pages and Co. This Skelton Road Assassins, this Woodyard, Parish Fields, not so healthy centre. They are all related. One big black axe hatchet job. Saw Trap in this Norfolk, UK. And again, I did used to have a good old grey Volvo Estate 960. 6'6" in the back, all curtained out. Was my home on wheels, again 6'6" in the back with the seats down. Just become too marked to drive, and I didn't fancy becoming a Volvo Estate barbecue. Cruise on my frame fixed tail. If you're asleep in the back of a Volvo 960 and a crew roll up on you, you're not going to get out of that car anytime soon. You are such a big disadvantage. So plenty of high crimes, Jack the Ripper crimes, castles, manor houses, UK's Devil Island, country estates. Certainly not mine, no Black Panther. Serial killer here, Africa, this Norwich and Sandringham, really don't think so. And as always, a High Royal Blue Crime, New Year's Day Fine, September Blue Murder, certainly not mine. 17-year-old sex trafficked girl, abused and hunted, found dead on New Year's Day. Royal Sandringham Estate, Killenfields, late Prince Philip's favourite hunting area. See Prince Harry the Spare for details. Prince of Darkness, ET hybrid host, Red Dragons, their High Royal Blue Crime. New Year's Day Fine, September Blue Murder, certainly not mine. hence why they will pay to make you disappear. And no sombre, autonomy of a crime, no woolly hat, serial killer here, Africa, Dis, Norwich and Sandringham. Based in France on actual events where there was a woolly hat, serial rapist, sombre, autonomy of a crime. Riding round in a silver Peugeot, unchecked for over 30 years because of police failings. 54 women and young girls sexually abused and raped, but no woolly hat, serial killer here, really don't think so. And interestingly, there's a case going on in France at the moment. 22 Freemasons are on trial for murder and assassinations, running hit squads. No different to what is happening in this Mason Council, White Lodge. It's the local mafia, it's the local mob, all their cronies, spies and informers pushing all their mad monster lies, bogus diagnosis and death threats in this Norfolk, UK. Why you do have to run, fly, go, disappear, follow your golden compass. For you do get boxed up, locked up or done in, disappeared one way or another. All to cover up high crimes, royal blue murder, certainly not mine. Norfolk Bacon SS, Windsor Gestapos, the local Nazis. Simon Bailey don't cry, and his blonde host plainclothes lover, not true detective. Could have seen the Druid May Queen, number 10. You can see Keir Starmer and the Labour loonies for details. Could have seen Dickhead and Co. at Scotland Yard. Though Cressida Dick did get the sack, did get dicked off. Could have seen Ma Jezebel, Cruella de Vil, Lizzie the Lizard, now depart. Certainly can see King Charles, Count Dracula, Camilla the Omen Nanny. Again there, high royal blue crime, New Year's Day fine, September blue murder, certainly not mine. So they will pay to make you disappear, certainly are some vans you will not want to disappear in the back of. Cruise on my frame fixed tail in Dis, Norwich, Safewold. Norfolk coast, Derbyshire and the Lake District. All looking to bag a frame fixed black cat. But no Black Panther, serial killer here. Some people like their blood sport, others their blood money, human hunting. So, Lucifer's Freemason Fraternal, Mason SS, 666 mob. Again, 22 Freemasons on trial in France, and that includes in that 22 people from all kinds of professions, including police officers. So they will set you up with the biggest monster lies and the biggest Dr. Death SS, Silver Bullet Whom Kitson, bogus diagnosis. Forged in hell to get you boxed up, locked up or done in, disappeared one way or another. And some frames and fixers really do go Steve Wright to the top. Steve Wright, Ipswich, 22 miles from here, 5 girls murdered in 10 days. Some of those girls were found naked in a satanic pose. Steve Wright may have also been involved in the Ringland murders in Norwich, also 22 miles from here. So again, they will pay to make you disappear, and there really are some vans you will not want to disappear in the back of. No Sutcliffe, Steve Wright, Sandringham serial killer here, Black Wizard terrorist, issue, I really don't think so. So I'm just waiting for someone I've dropped off. He's going for an interview. So they will watch the highways and the byways, and again no Roy White and White Van Man, Christian B, Sandringham serial killer here. Christian B has just been released from prison in Germany, involved in the Madeleine McCann case. It's been going on for over 20 years now, and that was a Jaguar there, but again, no Black Panther, Puma, Jaguar, Cougar, no ritual killer here. Africa, Dis, Norwich and Sandringham, I really don't think so. And I did just watch The Ritual Killer, Morgan Freeman, that's a good watch. And I also watched The Last Witch Hunter, Van Diesel, The Queen Witch. And Steve Wright Ipswich has just been given another life sentence for the murder of Victoria Hall. 17-year-old girl who was murdered, found naked in a ditch, dating back to 1999. So a crime is a crime whenever it's committed, unless it's a high royal blue crime, New Year's Day find. September blue murder, certainly not mine. And certainly not me leaving the body of a 17-year-old sex-trafficked girl on the Royal Sandringham Estate, Killenfields, late Prince Philip's favourite hunting area. See Prince Harry the Spare for details. The word that came off the Royal Sandringham Estate, Killenfields, loud and clear. So they do hunt more than birds of prey on the Royal Sandringham Estate, Killenfields. How do I know? Little birdie told me so. So again, plenty of high crimes, Jack the Ripper crimes. Castles, manor houses, UK's Devil Island, country estates, certainly not mine. Now it's a warm day, I don't know if we're going to get a spot of rain. You can Google the rains list or look up the rains list on YouTube. That does name a lot of the satanic abusers on the UK's Devil Island. Members of the royal family, Peter Mandelson has just been arrested with Prince Andrew, the Duke of Norfolk, for instance, but it does name a lot of people involved in satanic ritual abuse on the UK's Devil Island. And it's also disclosed in the rains list how they wear claws to claw their victims. Human hunting pies, human hunting, feasting, blood drinking, harvesting adrenochrome, castles, manor houses, UK's Devil Island, country estates. So plenty of high crimes, Jack the Ripper crimes, certainly not mine. No Norfolk Jack the Kipper, Sandringham serial killer, Black Wizard terrorist, shooter. And that's also all coming out in the Epstein files that Pizzagate was true, wasn't a conspiracy, it was real. So they will pay to make you disappear. No Clockwork Orange, Norwich train station, mountain bike rapist, child 44, Black Wizard terrorist, shooting. Again, really are some vans you will not want to disappear in the back of. And I was on a woman's black Dutchy bike, not a mountain bike, fully on camera, Norwich City Centre, bike back through Norwich Cathedral, fully on camera, up to Macehold Heath overlooking Norwich, where I was parked between two cameras outside the cafe. And I was on a woman's black Dutchy bike, given away free to a good home on the Burston Gisson Road, Gregson's Two Fishers Art Gallery, just outside of this. The man following the woman at Norwich train station, younger than me, had a hoodie on. He was on a mountain bike. Certainly wasn't me. No Peter Cook Cambridge, blonde wig, black rapist mask, no OJ Simpson, black Sandringham serial killer gloves in my backpack, and that one's got a lock on it. So there's plenty of people who want me boxed up, locked up, or done in, disappeared one way or another. But it's all to cover up their high crimes, royal blue murder, and certainly not mine. Again, see Prince Harry the Spare for details. The word that came off the Royal Sandringham Estate, Killenfields, loud and clear. And people said there'd been others, and they will hunt and feast again. And there was mention of a Suzuki Jeep, pickup trucks, trials bikes, Royal Sandringham Estate Killing Fields, Human Hunting Parties, Wolverton Wood Farm Cottage, Hunton Lodge, Prince of Darkness, E.T. Hybrid Host, Red Dragons, SS Sandringham Wolf Pack. And again, some people did think that the young 17-year-old girl who was abused and hunted, found dead on New Year's Day, Royal Sandringham Estate Killing Fields, late Prince Philip's favourite hunting area, had something to do with Prince Andrew Epstein and Giswell Maxwell, who Prince Andrew did take to the Royal Sandringham Estate Killing Fields, Wolverton Wood Farm Cottage, Hunting Lodge for a hunting party, also Balmoral Castle in Scotland, where there's been other stories of satanic rituals and abuse, so all coming out in the Epstein files. But the word that came off the Royal Sandringham Estate Killing Fields, loud and clear: Prince Harry's birthday present pie, rich boys loft pie, human hunting pie. So there, high royal blue crime, New Year's Day fine, September blue murder, certainly not mine. And it was interesting too, because someone knew something and let the black cat out of the bag. Because when I first heard Prince Harry's birthday present, rich boys loft pie, human hunting pie, I did Google Prince Harry's birthday, 15th of September, so I thought, well, that's strange, that don't make sense. People must have meant Christmas pie or New Year's pie, as the poor girl's remains were found on New Year's Day. But then that was disclosed in the autopsy that the poor girl's remains had remained on the Royal Sandringham Estate Killing Fields since September. So then the story tallied. So no Roy White and White Van Man, Christian B, Sandringham serial killer, Black Wizard terrorist, this shooter, really don't think so. One big monster con. One a big monster bluff, Porky Pie, serial killer lie. One big monster gaff, epic fail, and all to cover up a high royal blue crime. New Year's Day fine, September blue murder, certainly not mine. And again, people said there'd been others, and they will hunt and feast again. Castles, manor houses, UK's Devil Island, country estates. Human hunting parties. Human hunting, feasting, blood drinking, harvesting adrenochrome, so plenty of hosts for the hungry, bloodthirsty beasts in high places, no hosts for the beast here. And that put me even more in the clear, because I wasn't staying in a disused beach hut at Hitcham, Norfolk coast, 7 miles from Sandringham. The end of August, September, beginning of September, when the young girl went missing. I was at Blakeney Point, over 30 miles away, Norfolk coast, staying on a barge at the end of the harbour car park, over at Blakeney Point, the watch house, having a cast for a sea bass, having a swim with the seals. And it's really lovely, Blakeney Point. It's like the land time forgot. So, Norfolk Bacon SS, Windsor Gestapos, the local Nazis, their blue van full of 7 monster lies, 7 bogus diagnoses. They want everyone to believe are true, but never the case 39 on all accounts. More bogus diagnosis than on Jack the Ripper, who they've now identified, apparently using new DNA technology. So no Norfolk Jack the Kipper, Sandringham serial killer, Black Wizard terrorist, this shooter. And all they really have is sip 0 silch nil, a whole lot of nothing. One big monster con, monster bluff. They do not have a royal flush. They've got 4 jokers. One big monster gaff, epic fail. Porky Pie, serial killer lie. Again, they want everyone to believe is true. But never the case 39 on all accounts. All to cover up high crimes, royal blue murder, certainly not mine. But unfortunately, this Mason Council, White Lodge, the local mafias, the local mob, all their cronies, spies and informers, pushing all their mad monster lies, bogus diagnoses and death threats. So innocent men do have to run, fly, go, disappear, follow your golden compass.